Hello, welcome to Morning Coffee with Maddog Merv, and today we have a beautiful day. We look to be pretty warm. We've been in the upper 90s, and that's probably where we're going to be today. But let's see what we got going on the channel, shall we? Welcome to Morning Coffee, Maddog Merv. Today, got our French roast this morning
Bagel.
again. I wonder if I'm a big fat guy. I mean,
And then
holy
they
cow.
I always had a schmear. A schmear.
He's probably going for bagels. He's trying to steal
Oh
bagels.
my gosh, I can't even believe it.
I have no clue.
And I got a bunch of chores to do. Oh, who wants to do that?
Today's shout out goes to a channel called Forgotten Lines, and I think I've mentioned them before, but this is a it's really pretty cool for me, and I think some of you guys will find it that way as well. But this guy, he finds these pictures from like thrift stores and just, different odd places of their old pictures of people from a long time ago, and he researches and finds the history on those people, where they are or what happened to them, their story. Really pretty cool. So check it out, Forgotten Lines. Well, I hope you guys found the 4th of July show at least interesting. It was a fun week. Well, most of the week. It was fun. That car show, that was new. I hadn't been to that one before. Didn't even know that it really existed. But kudos to my son-in-law and my daughter for inviting me to go. It was a lot of fun. The the fact that I ran into one of the guys from school was even better in the fact that he was a Mustang guy. Apparently has 6 of them. One of them is a 1966 model that he picked up just down the street from our old high school, right out of high school. So good for him. Really, unfortunately, didn't get to spend enough time there to really connect with him, get more information and whatnot. But I'm sure I can dig him up. I have ways. But anyway, that thunderstorm was off the hook. It had been such a wonderful, warm day. So much fun with the little kids and playing out in the water. Next thing you know, it gets cloudy. We get a little bit of rain. But okay, well that's okay. Our thunderstorm came and went. The kids are out playing in the street in the puddles. It was fun for them. But what we didn't expect was part 2 or round 2 of that thunderstorm. The weather liars around here didn't predict anything. And here we go with getting the burgers ready. We had decided we were going to do it at my son's, and it's a good thing we didn't. I mean, we could have, but because I have better cooking equipment here, with the Blackstone and with my grill and with my smoker, which, by the way, I'll turn this around. The Blackstone, which, my cover is slipping off. We had a little bit of wind yesterday, and then the grill, and then the smoker, and you can see what's left of my canopy and the busted parts of the frame here. It was really quite the storm. Although it was good for the grass. I mean, you can see the grass is green and pretty, and Cruella's enjoying it. But anyway, it was wild. So we came over here to do the cooking, and we had just gotten started when this thing hits. And we were, so I'm going to turn it back around, part of the story. So we had this sitting right here, and we put up the canopy so we could sit under it, although it had already been ripped from a windstorm 2 days earlier. So there were a few holes in it. So my son and I are sitting right here, and we're trying to cook here. As the rain went from a sprinkle to a real good rain, so okay, well, we're going to have to move it back under the canopy, which it'll be fine, and it was. But unfortunately, there was a hole in the canopy right above where we had the Blackstone, and well, we were getting some water on the burgers. And water was coming in all around the sides of us. I mean, the storm was just something else. So we moved it back further, and from the picture that I supplied you guys, I was sitting about where this little table is here, and my son was next to me, and poor Gypsy was trying to get under the black stone to get away from the rain. Well, needless to say, we came out of it fairly wet. The burgers were absolutely delicious, though, believe it or not. They were really, really good. My son does great with, he's quite the chef when it comes to barbecuing and smoking and things like that. I've got some very talented boys when it comes to cooking. Yeah. So that's why I am such a big fat guy. I eat well. I have kids and, you know, family members that know how to cook, and oh my goodness. So anyway, it was a fun time. It was a great experience. I mean, I don't want to say it was fun because we weren't, you know, happy and laughing. I'm, you know, getting wet and trying to keep the burgers dry. But anyway, it was a new experience for us. We had done that out camping before, but never in the backyard. So after it passed, everything worked out great. We had a fun night of fireworks and company, friends and family. It was off the hook being able to get together with all of them and visit and just have a wonderful 4th of July celebration. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the journey with me. Now on the Kit Hoarder stash, we did that the crocodile, the Churchill crocodile. Now the reason I bought that, and I like the Churchill, don't get me wrong, I think it's a neat tank, but it's just not a rabbit hole that I've gone down in the past, really, for good reason, because, you know, I'd build every flippin' version of it, and there were several, so I didn't want to do that. But I had seen a picture at one time of an M3 Stewart in the Pacific that had one of those little trailers hooked to it. And I've also seen a picture of an M4A2 with one of those armored trailers hooked to it for, feeding it for the flamethrower. So that's why I wanted to get this kit, was for that trailer. Now I've done a little bit more research since I got it, and I may not need the trailer after all, depending on what I want to do exactly. If I want to do one that was in service, if I want to do one that was kind of experimental, whatever. But regardless, I do have a couple of M3 Stewarts that I've picked up. It's an M3A1 that I really need to be able to do this Satan flamethrower, which was kind of cool for the Pacific. And then they moved on to the Sherman. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because I've got a few flamethrower Shermans already, but I definitely wanted to do this little Stewart. So we'll see how that goes. So for this week's Adventures in Warhammer 40K, I'm not sure what we're going to do, because I got a bunch of different things in the iron. But this Thursday, we will have another Mad Dog's Adventures in 40K. And then for the main show tomorrow, I haven't made a determination as to exactly what I'm going to have done. I've got a couple of different things I'm working on, and unfortunately, it's going to be kind of a game time call. So we'll see what we put up tomorrow for the main show. Another real busy week here. The main thing that I did this week was I worked on my black and white Mustang. Still no progress on the Rustang. That we're putting on hold for right now, because I've got so many other things going on. But right now, my 2010, it's got that rust on the top that I've needed to get remediated. So that's what I've been doing this week, is working on getting that ground down, getting some rust killer on it, and then getting it repainted. So that's what I've been doing this week. It's been very busy, especially with the heat, because we've had days up close to 100. We've had at least one that was 100, and then we're pretty much in the 90s right now. We're in that kind of stuck in that pattern. So we'll see how we'll see how it goes. But I've got the damage from Mother's Day that I still have to address, and I'm slowly getting to that as well. So trying to get the 2010 where it should be, and then the water pump started singing to me, and it needs to be taught the words because it doesn't sing very well. So I have to take it into the shop tomorrow and try and get that water pump replaced. I'm just not in a point in life where I enjoy working on what I'm driving. You know, I don't mind working on a project, but working on something that I have to drive every day, no, I'm done with that point in my life. Way done with that. So I'll take it over and be driving the Blazer for a few days. Also, my daughter, who lives here with me, she was in a little fender bender early in the week, distracted and in the neighborhood here, so it was low speed, but her Camry hit another vehicle, and well, there's some front end damage that's going to need to be taken care of, and that kind of falls on me. No, I'm not going through my insurance. I don't even want to get started with that, but anyway, it needs bumper cover put back on. Surprisingly, it's still intact. The grill's still intact. It's just I've got a fender to replace and a headlight bucket and the turn signal bucket as well. So I'm gonna be working on that in the next week or so. That's one more thing to take up some of my time. And the renovations in the house are still going on. I've had different contractors come over and doing different work and doing different bids for me so that I can get more done in the house right now. So it's just a very, very busy time. Come out here to the doghouse, and trying to get stuff off my table is a hard thing to do. If I get 30 minutes where I'm uninterrupted, that's rare right now, and not a lot I can get done in 30 minutes on any of these projects. So yeah, just a very, very busy time. And while I'm at it, I'm going to mention that I'm thinking probably in August, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm probably going to move the Monday show, the weekly main show. I'm probably going to move that to an every other week thing, simply because life is just moving too fast for me. When I say that, I can't believe how fast the days fly by. 1 minute I'll be here talking to you guys, and then it seems like an hour later the sun's going down. It's like, what? Just time, since I retired, time has really, really sped up, and it's annoying. I'm slowing down a bit, I know that, but it's just time flies so quickly right now. So trying to get things done, and I have a lot of things going on, and then I'm trying to put out the 3 shows a week, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get the content together like I would like to. I'm struggling with my computer. That's one of the issues, is I've got hit and miss on the speed of my computer. Some days it's working great and everything's fine, and some days something that should take 5 or 10 minutes takes 2 hours. So anyway, just a heads up that, yeah, in August we may be moving to an every other week on the main show. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get back to to the grind, to the grind on the top of the Mustang, because I'm trying to get that top done before it goes into the shop. So I will let you guys go. You have a wonderful, wonderful week. Join me tomorrow for our main show tomorrow. And remember, we got Warhammer 40K coming up on Thursday. Just not 100% sure. I know that I will show you guys the rest of that stern guard that I did finish, because I did get them done, and I'm now working on another unit. So we'll probably talk about that. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Have a great week.